Do you want to find out how to get maximum results from what you do? Good, because that's exactly what you learned today. But in the meantime, welcome back to episode 9 of Motivated by Pain. Here, you can learn how to bring out the hidden potential in you so you can create the best version of yourself. New episodes come out every Monday in English and every Friday in Romanian. So if you want to receive notification for the episodes I release, click on the bell next to the subscribe button. The best way to get maximum results out of what you do is by planning. And today, I'll explain why planning is so important and I'll show you how to use it to maximize your results. Planning is so awesome because if you're trying to make the most of your time like I am, it will allow you to do just that. Planning your days in advance keeps you focused and it tells you exactly what you have to get done for that day, week, or month. It gives a whole new meaning to the concept of time. It makes you value your time instead of spending it on things that you might not even remember doing or watching. Planning makes you organize your thoughts and get your life together. It shows you what you need to do and what you have at your disposal for the completion of the task or project at hand. It makes you more mindful of every break you take, making you really enjoy those moments. Having a plan written down keeps you accountable. It instantly removes the excuse of, I don't know where to start. It's a clear map of all the steps laid out in front of you, steps that are only waiting to be acted upon. The better you plan, the more time you'll be saving on the execution of the actions required. You might say, I can do my work without planning. I've always done it. Well, if you've always done it and it works for you, then keep doing it. But why not try this for a week and see if it makes any difference in your productivity? Some people like to take action first in order to build momentum and then start planning. That's also fine. But in the end, they'll get to see how many of the mistakes they've made could have been avoided by having a simple plan of action. Benjamin Franklin said that by failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail. I will now show you how I use planning to get the best of me and the precious time I have on earth. I always start with the goal completed in my mind and then I backtrack my steps. This is where visualizing comes in very handy. If you missed the episode about visualizing, which is episode 6, either click up there or there and go watch it. I have my 12-month goals. From those goals, I select the priorities, which are the goals that I start first so I can put all the effort I can in the beginning. And then, if I need to slow down, I can take my time with the more trivial ones. Doing this also motivates me to do the small ones when I see how much harder the big ones were. I tell myself, come on man, you've done the hard part, this is nothing compared to that. I break the year into 4 quarters and I plan for every 3 months in advance. When I get to the 3rd month, I assess the progress from the last 2 and then plan for the next 3, and so on until the last 3 months of the year. I take each month separately and break it down into weeks and then into days. Every single daily task contributes to the big picture, just like a puzzle. And the more I see the big picture coming together, the more it gives me the boost I need to finish my project. I'll give you my podcast, for example. In order to start, I needed a name, which I found. Then I needed a niche, which I also found. Then I needed a logo, which I made. Then I needed filming equipment, which I bought. Then I had to figure out the frequency of the uploads, which I figured it was for a month. Well, in order to have 4 uploads a month, I needed 1 a week. Each episode takes X amount of time to write, X amount of time to record and edit, and X amount of time to upload. So the first 2 to 3 days of my week are all about the episodes, just so I can have them ready for the next week's release date. I get this done in the beginning of the week, so then I can focus on the things that take less time and effort later on in the week. As you can see, I chunk my work into bite-sized pieces that are easy to tackle and don't make me feel overwhelmed by the size or complexity of the whole project. Most people don't start because they get intimidated by how big the whole thing is. And here comes in Henry Ford's quote, which says, nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small chunks. And that's exactly what I do. And guess what? It works wonders. My day gets chunked into 3 parts. The first 3 hours of the day is the me time, which is for meditation, yoga, running or gym, depending on the day, and breakfast. Then the next 7 to 8 hours is my work time, where I get all my work related stuff done, and I have a 1 hour lunch break in order to eat and clear my mind, and then I get back to work. Then evening time, I give myself 1 hour free time to do something that stimulates me and is not work related, like a mindful walk or get in touch with family and friends or watch something. Depends what feels right at the time. And then I have a few more hours to read or do something that's beneficial for my growth, like research, study, and all of that. By the time I hit the bed, I'm happy it's that time and I hit it with peace of mind knowing that I gave the day my best shot. Why don't you start planning your days too and see if it makes any difference in your life? You'd be surprised. That was all I had for you today. Stay tuned for episode 10, which will be the first of the painful talks. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it, comment and tell me your planning method, and hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, believe and you shall become.